I was saying a while back that news conferences like this allow chief executives, leaders to connect with the people, to connect with stakeholders, to chart courses where they are going. So we are not doing anything out of place this morning. Permit me take you a little back in time. One of America's most revered president, John F. Kennedy, was the first president to effectively use the medium of television to speak directly to the American people. And no other president had conducted live televised press conference up until that time. And so, by his second year in office, precisely by November 1963, President Kennedy had held 64 news conferences, an average of one every 16 days. One every 16 days. That's how important an occasion like this could be. So, to this occasion, we'll also urge us to put our phone on a mode that will not interrupt the address of the Executive Secretary. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Nobody knows again. I just thought I don't share anything with them. But in case we could always drop the link, then join the link. You will see also the way things are
Or thereabouts, we'll get the program started. The Executive Secretary has been touching base to find out our level of readiness. We are observing that because correspondents have been advanced their honorarium, there's a reluctance on their part to show up, and it's not particularly good for the optics. Nonetheless, we'll get started. We're expecting at least 17 correspondents and their cameramen, so we would have had at least 24 persons in the room right now. Reminders were sent on a daily basis on the countdown. So we'll get the program started. We'll just hint the Executive Secretary that we are ready in 10 minutes. Thank you so much. Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. The Executive Secretary will be here any moment, and the live streaming is on as we speak. So please, as many people as you can invite to join us on our social media platforms, please kindly tell them. This event was planned for at least 17 correspondents from the various radio and television stations across Nigeria. In course of the ESC's address, he's going to touch on some pivotal projects and initiative of the scheme under his watch. And much later, the general managers who are implementing those initiatives are going to give flesh to the project. So we are going to receive presentation from the general manager, formal sector. General manager, formal sector is going to speak on gift ship. Then the general manager, standards and quality assurance, will talk on the medicine supply initiative. Then the general manager, ICT, would handle the NHIS project. Please, the whole idea is for our correspondents to be able to understand the nuts and bolts of this project. So please bear with us. We won't be long. We'll try to keep to time. We'll try to follow the program as much as we can. So the moment the Executive Secretary steps into the room, we will start in earnest. Thank you.
We tried it once, one time, before it didn't get. We did it, it went through, but now, maybe because of the there's an outbreak. I said the last time. Yes. So what I'll do, I'll just try and connect with Instagram.
So give me the balance.
Thank you so much. Well, the ES is almost here.
Or something to share. On the display, not
Please, may we be upstanding, the Executive Secretary, as he makes his entry into the room. You're welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the Executive Secretary of the National Health Insurance Scheme, Professor Emil Sampo. While we are still standing, we'll just take the prayer in the words of the second verse of the national anthem. Please, let us pray. O God of creation, please, you may be seated. You're welcome to the World Press Conference, World News Conference as it is, to be addressed by the Executive Secretary of the National Health Insurance Scheme, holding here in Sandrelia Hotel. All our platforms, the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you so much. We'll take the introductions of and invite some of our general managers to the item. But first, we'll start with the chief host. Executive Secretary, sir, you held a conference like this for print persons in the print media in Kaduna. Now we have the broadcast media in healthcare financing. And he has had a distinguished career both as a scholar and an administrator. A public health physician, he was the recipient of the Vice Best Candidate of Physicians, visiting scholar, University of Aberdeen, Scotland, United Kingdom. Is an institute on health sector reforms and sustainable financing. He has been Dean, Deputy Dean, Faculty of Medicine, and Head of the Department of Community Medicine, both in ABU Zaria. His records is not just in the hard copy of the institutions he has served, but in the lives of men and women he has mentored, having supervised 14 fellowship programs, 35 master's degree, and I can tell you confidently that these are all his students. I have also had the rare privilege of meeting the Director General of the Jigawa State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Kabiru, who was a student of Professor Sambo 16 years ago. That gentleman is carving a niche for himself. Professor Sambo missionary journey. His membership of several ministerial technical working groups has earned him a front row seat in health care policy development in Nigeria. And worthy of mention is his membership of the TWG that developed the National Healthcare Financing Policy, upon which NHIS rests irremovably. He also has a master's degree in international affairs and diplomacy, and his leadership skill set has been enhanced there. As a provost of the College of Medicine in Kaduna State University, he turned around the fortunes of that institution, a college that hadn't graduated a single student in a decade. Due to non-accreditation, Professor Sambo rescued that institution in a little over a year. Immediately after that experience, he was again asked to fix NHIS, an organization that had veered off its course at that time. Today, the story is completely different. Owing reforming institutions, he has earned a number of sobriquets such as bulldozer, but here in NHIS, we call him the authentic professor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 12th Executive Secretary, Chief Executive Officer of National Health Insurance Scheme, Professor Mohammed Nasiru Sambo. We also have in the room, the General Manager, Human Resources and Management, Alhaji Sani Garuba, is here. For the department, Dr. Jonathan A.K. Then we have General Manager, Standards and Quality Assurance, Dr. Yakubu Amande. We have General Manager, Pharmacist Chien Duaka. General Manager, ICT Department. I was looking around for my boss, the General Manager, Media and Public Relations. I think I saw him briefly, Chief N.A. Haruna. The General Manager, Contribution Management Department, Mrs. Moduba. The Exchequer himself, General Manager, Finance and Account, Mr. John Gilbert Oko. And not forgetting the General Manager, Enforcement Department, Pharmacist Gali Mohammed. We have also in the house the General Manager, Legal Services, Barrister Blessing Yenge. And not forgetting my boss, the Media Luminary, General Manager, SDO, Mr. Ayo Osino. I hope I got everyone, all the General Managers in the room. Please permit me invite the General Managers who will make the presentation to join the Executive Secretary. General Manager ICT, General Manager Standards and Quality Assurance, Dr. Yakubu Agada Amadi. Executive Secretary, sir, we have all the major broadcast media right in the room, as you can see, and the permission of the Executive Secretary, I'll invite the Chief Operating Officer of Health Insurance under one roof, Professor Mohammed Nasiru.
I'm highly delighted to address you today on the giant strides of the National Health Insurance Scheme in line with the Global Declaration of the Sustainable Development Goals. As you are all aware, the National Health Insurance Scheme is an agency of the Federal Ministry of Health, established in 1999 to provide financial access to quality healthcare for all Nigerians. Due to a number of hydra-headed challenges encountered by the organization, fortunately, with the decisive intervention of President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, and in line with the